YouTube, welcome to my crib.
Hey, it's Shelby and Michelle with FHL, and we are sharing a home tour. It's actually Mom's home tour, which Mom feels like we have shared her home too much.
I really do. I feel like it's white noise. Like maybe we should like mix it up and take you to spaces we don't normally do.
Well, okay, so this tour, we are going to answer all the questions. So I've pulled up all the questions from our YouTube channel, TikTok, and Instagram. These are all questions that have been asked multiple times, so they're clearly, I haven't laid them out in a way that you guys can see them. So
or it's new viewers.
New viewers.
Yeah.
And then if you are an old timer, you have been here the entire time, we do have, Mom's gonna share things that are new in different spaces, and then we have some things that you've changed that are very interesting, like your sliding door upstairs, that people have really been on the edge of their seat to see how it turns out. So
me too.
We've got a lot. So let me start with the first question that is actually in the entry, and we're also starting kind of in a different order. We're gonna go this way. We normally start in the living room. So in the entryway, someone has asked, can I have a side-by-side comparison of each room? So they really want to see before and afters.
Okay.
This house was, so I'm going to pop it up on the screen. So it's not necessarily a question, but it is a request.
Yes.
This house was...
It had a lot of deferred maintenance. It was very old and broken and way more than I expected to have.
But you did a good job.
Thank you.
It's really gratifying. And I used to share before and afters of this house a lot, but like I said, we were sharing Mom's house a lot, and as we started doing other people's home tours, which I will link a home tour playlist right here, we share a lot of homes, but before we were sharing Mom's a lot, so I was sharing a lot of befores often. But this is, I don't think I've done that in a while.
I've already shared, and I don't think Shelby's ever showed the before of it, that this has been really the very first project I did when I came in, the room that sold the house, because when I walked in, I could see the woods in the back, and I could get a little view of the lake. We're kind of at an inlet at the end of the lake, and it was winter, so it was just sparkling in this room, and it was so beautiful. And I didn't even go any further, and I turned to my realtor and I said, let's buy it. But basically this was 2 rooms because it was built with formal living and dining like they did back in the day. And I just took the little half wall out and created an entire dining room space because that's how we function, right?
Yeah.
So I've always said, how do you function in your home? Make your spaces something that's unique and functional for you and not what necessarily the room was meant to be, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I will say that most people would use the space like that. Most people don't have formal living, formal dining, then you have the living and the dining. I mean, it's a lot of redundant spaces.
Right.
Although we do know that less open floor plans are coming into trend.
Yes.
Your house is kind of the best of both worlds. Lots of dedicated spaces, but they flow into each other.
Yeah. So if I had all the money in the world, I've said this before, my dream when I walked in the door was to put accordion doors all the way on this back wall. However, well, they're actually coming down. I think I could probably do it for about $10,000 now. At the time, it was just getting hot and popular, and they were $20,000.
Yeah, they're manufacturing them. More people are manufacturing them so you can get your hands on them.
Yes.
But, okay, the next question that we got, so this is kind of an overall house question. What color white is on your walls?
This is alabaster. I used it in my last home and this home because I just think it's a great neutral with not a lot of undertone.
Yeah.
And so I love it.
And we do have paint tips on maybe should you use alabaster when we get to the living room. And the answer might be no to you. So just wait for our answer to that question then. Okay, so the powder bath is kind of small, so I'm just gonna overlay, but the right to the left when you enter Mom's home is a powder bath, and we have a couple questions. First question is, I have been told by contractors to not hang wallpaper in a bathroom. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on that are hang wallpaper in the bathroom because wallpaper is get hardy, nice, thick wallpaper. Don't like just go and get little thin, flimsy wallpaper.
Yeah.
But if you have the right contractor to hang it well, it will stay and stand the test of time. Also, especially if like maybe it's not used every day. This is a guest bath.
Yeah.
So people don't shower in there every day, and that's a good space for us to have. But I think wallpaper, if it's hung well and it's quality, will stand the test of time.
I have wallpaper in my bathroom, and my answer to that is if you do peel and stick wallpaper in an area with any moisture, it will not hold up. If you do pasted wallpaper, so I DIY'd like the traditional roll glue on the wall, put it on, that is not going anywhere. So
yeah,
liberally apply glue with good quality wallpaper and you'll be great, but definitely it has to be glue on. If you try to do these like new fun peel and stick, because those are meant to be easy to remove.
Right.
So it might be a pain in your bum, which we got some comments like, I love the wallpaper, but I'll never do it because the, 90s scarred me from trying to remove it. It's just...
Well, and let me say, that's why a powder bath is a great space to do wallpaper, because it won't traumatize you. It's so small you can take it down and it's not...
I don't know. Don't say that, because it could be traumatizing if I tried to take that off right now. It could be.
Well, we would probably call someone, but I'm just saying a smaller space would be less dramatic to remove than something like a whole bedroom.
Maybe.
Which everyone's doing these days.
Yeah. Okay, so where's the floor from? So I feel like you should answer where you got the floor, but also maybe your troubles with the floor.
Well, I got it from Wayfair. I don't have any troubles now. It was just at first, it's concrete, like it was hard to clean, but now I figured out solutions.
Well, cement tile is supposed to be sealed, and Mom did not read instructions.
No.
So she did
I do not read instructions.
So it was not sealed, so it was showing a lot of grime. It is no longer. So just if you do a tile that's cement at all, make sure that you do that. She also has a guest room right there. It is a really fun color of Bear Pine Mountain. It's very popular at Christmas time.
Yep.
And we love it. Okay, so we're gonna venture down to Mom's bedroom, which will be fun. Okay, so I guess you could consider this your most recent project.
Yes.
And this actually had a ton of questions, especially from TikTok. I think maybe we shared more details on YouTube, and we're kind of new to the TikTok world. And just to be honest, if you're not into TikTok, we're not sharing anything exclusive. We share all of that to our YouTube shorts and our Instagram. I should probably be enticing you to go over there and follow us. So if you like TikTok, do that.
Or if you know someone on TikTok, have them follow.
Anyways, that was the worst marketing campaign for our TikTok.
Not everyone's on TikTok, though. I had to delete it. It was taking up too much space in my brain and on my phone.
Okay, so... what is the wall color is the most popular question, and I will say this is the only, well, I'll let you answer that and then we'll.
Yeah, so it's the only space that
it's not the same white.
Yeah, have a different white. It's shoji white.
Sherwin-Williams
white.
Soji white. S-H-O-J-E.
Remember, we're from Texas. S-H-O-J-I. Shoji white.
Okay, so it's very creamy.
Uh-huh.
It is definitely warm.
I like it to be like butter.
Yeah, we don't want it to be too yellow. And this was the perfect of that. I will say I actually used this white on the exterior of my house and the exterior of my shed, and it looks just white as white can be, which I do like, but I'm just telling you, if you're actually looking for it to look creamy on your exterior, you should go more creamy than you think. So exterior, it's going to show more white. Interior, it might be, you were kind of shocked. You thought it was...
At first I didn't like it because it does change with like the daylight. So in the evening, it's even moodier. But now it's my favorite color in the whole house. I love it so much.
She calls it moody. I wouldn't call anything that's like cream moody, but it's definitely...
In the evening, it just feels so warm and cozy in here. So that's why I would say it's moody. But it's very much a color you need to test.
Yes. So, and we have more tips on that in the living room. Okay. Just watch the whole video, guys. Okay. The next thing is it flat or satin?
It's flat.
And then is the trim also soji?
Trim is soji and it's satin.
So the whole room is the same color, even the ceiling?
Correct.
And even the window trim? I mean, everything. Okay. People want to know where your bed frame, your rug, all of that.
Okay. The rug is ruggable, and I love it. And I've never washed it though because I don't want to take it out from under the bed. Yeah,
it would be a pain. But it does spot clean well.
It does spot clean. The bed is from a local dealer, but we have a link for it.
Yes. So really, we have links for all of it. So I'm going to link our LTK and give you the resource. So if you're ever looking for a link, I'm trying to be really diligent at organizing everything there. If you don't see it, I welcome you to comment, message me, email me, whatever, however you like to reach out. But I am working on organizing all this.
Yeah, can I tell one thing about my bedroom that I don't like?
Sure.
So this light was just like something, it was the right scale, and it was very reasonable, and I didn't have a lot of money when I was redoing this room. And so I just threw it up there, and I've never liked it.
Okay, so give a suggestion on what you think she should put up there.
It has to be large scale.
The ceilings are tall.
I like the light, but I think maybe I should make it charcoal gray. I've said that before, and Shelby says no.
No, but Stephanie Benedetto
says yes.
And she's a
queen of all things.
Really good at design. So maybe. Okay. So the last thing is what type of flooring? So we got this question for your living room and your bedroom. I'm going to bring it up in both rooms because they look different despite them
being the same. Yeah. So when we moved in the house, there was so many floors. Oh my goodness. Like the kitchen had 4 different colored tiles. And this had carpet, but it was very much builder grade and very dirty and stained. It's because we have dogs and I really like hard surfaces. So we basically just ran the same red oak plank flooring that was in the living room into the bedroom. However, I wanted it to be lighter, and so I did a herringbone pattern and I tied it all together with a trim. So
the trim is the same stain color as the rest of the house. The wood species is the same as the rest of the house, but the herringbone and kind of the details are a lighter stain. And you can get away with that if you kind of do, what do they call those wood designs?
Parquet,
like the different patterns.
So it's called antique brown, if anyone wants to know the color.
The stain. And it's all the same stain color.
Antique brown in the whole house.
But the lighter is just it's just diluted. So it's the same exact stain, just a diluted version of it.
Correct.
Okay, bathroom. Okay, bathroom. Mom has to hold her dog because she's spoiled and...
It's ridiculous.
Okay.
You know how a child doesn't want you to be on the phone? Sadie doesn't want me to be on video.
No, no. Okay, so bathroom, this different wall color.
Don't ask me what it is. Oh my goodness.
It is a Pharaoh and ball color that I'm going to put a title on, but I do not remember. I'll actually pop all the cabinet colors and the wall colors, but I guess I am realizing you have 3 whites in your house.
Yeah.
Alabaster, Soji, and then this white.
That's true.
And they all complement each other, I think.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a controversial question, and I'm not going to prompt you. She has read none of these. Okay. I see you're called Farmhouse living below. This looks like a luxury living to me pertaining to this bathroom.
It is. I have a bougie farmhouse.
No, we love the farmhouse style, and actually just a couple days ago had a duck in this bathtub. So
sure.
I have a yard full of chickens and there's goats in my front yard. So I will say, like, actually in real life, I am farmhouse living, and Mom is not as much farmhouse living, but she does live
Yes.
with a rabbit in her house. So
Yeah. And I would have chickens, but my HOA won't allow it.
yes, but we will have a full explanation of kind of what are we doing, like, and why are we called farmhouse living very soon, and kind of the next direction. So make sure you subscribe for that. But you are pretty luxe. You like finer things, but you're also, where I will compliment you, is you're great at getting the luxe look at a very much a lesser cost.
Lux for less. That's who I. So
she just shops around really well. Like these pendants were.
yes,
She found some that were they were from Visual Comfort. They were like
right.
$1,600 each. She found these on Amazon for
$99.
so.
Yep.
She wants to pull it together. I mean, this rug is from Etsy, and it was
From Gray and Beige. I'll tell you, I love her little store.
it's probably $100.
No. It was
more?
it was $200 or $300, but it's a very large, very substantial
rug.
Turkish rug.
And then
So
like stuff like the porcelain that was
an investment, and Deltal doesn't make this porcelain any longer because I guess I was the only one brave enough to use it, and it just wasn't selling. So they make a version of it, just it's toned down. It doesn't have as much.
which would probably be appealing for a lot of people.
Yeah, you wanted me to buy that one, and I was like, no, I'm going
She's
big
going for
or
it. And
going home.
And let me ask a question that's not asked.
Okay.
Do you regret it?
No.
So happy.
I
Okay.
mean, so happy.
Okay. Where are your doors from?
Antiques and Vintage, we talk about them almost every time we video. They're some of our favorites.
Yeah.
We use them for all our projects, and we love that.
Yeah, we love you, Greg. So while we're in your spa-like bathroom, we've been elevating our spa-like experiences.
Yes.
So this is not the first time we've shared Blue Mean, and they have sent us another tool to try. And is this your favorite?
It is by far the favorite of all tools.
So I have been into hair care most of all. I mean, I love long, luxurious hair, but I've started getting hair thinning. Every baby, I get a little bit of bald spots. I get grays now. I'm early 30s. I don't understand, but it's happening. And this wonderful tool reduces grays, thickens your hair. It improves hair regrowth and reduces thinning. So show them. It's got red light, and it's like a massager. They also have a little area where you put in their hair serum, so it's releasing hair nutrients while you're getting a scalp massage. The scalp massage allows for the nutrients to be absorbed into your scalp, which that massage also is what's reducing the grays.
Well, and even if you get your hair colored like I do, it actually promotes healthy growth, and so I don't have to have that done as much.
Well, and dyes are harsh, so this is like a little therapy when you are doing that. But more than that, okay, if I didn't care about how my hair looked or my grays or anything, that is the most relaxing.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. I'm not kidding y'all. It's my favorite.
You know how like sometimes like things like this are why'd you stop? You know how some things like that are a chore, like taking your makeup off at the end of the night or anything like that. No, that's not a chore. So I'm going to show you real quick. This is how you put the serum in just at the end. This actually will come with your order when you order. Oh, I turned it on. So, we can both do it. Oh my gosh. Just like imagine watching a movie doing this.
Oh my
God.
I think people pay a lot of money for scalp massages.
Well, you don't have to anymore. Okay, so the best thing about Blue Mean is if you don't get the results, you get your money back. So there is no risk, but I just recently checked, and this tool is normally, I think it's $500. It's 60% off. On top of that, you get another discount if you use the link in my description. So we're just stacking discounts. It's so affordable. The bonus discount is only for the first 100. So you gotta be the first. And listen, you're gonna be watching our YouTube videos just like
Dreaming.
massaging your head. Anyways, next room, guys. Can you guess the top question for your kitchen?
Yes, when am I going to do this stone backsplash? And the answer is
Never.
So I've changed my mind, and it was just going to be too much work to get behind my already existing appliances, even with my thinner stone that I found. And it's pretty costly too. And
it would be a big expense, and this may or may not be Mom's forever home.
Right, because I'd love to have a compound with my family and friends.
We want a family compound, but we don't know when that's going to be.
Right.
And so it's like the expenses that do happen need to be, you want to live in your house and enjoy it the whole time. And she could redo the backsplash at a lesser expense if she felt like she wanted to. Not doing so. Do you believe the stone would look the best?
I don't know anymore because I really love, I really love when people are using the vertical shiplap and then doing a complementary tile with it. And so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. And that will definitely be cost effective. Mom at one video said like a couple $100. I think it's not that you can't even buy McDonald's for a couple $100 in this economy. So
Who eats that? Stephanie Benedetto.
she doesn't even know. I think it's definitely going to be the most cost effective. She could probably convince me to.
Except the stone that I like is from Walker's Anger, and it's like $400 or something. But I probably will find a knockoff.
Yes, but a lot of people have asked what the stone is. So I'm going to take a picture of the stone sample. Do you have it?
I can't find it because I put it in a box to take to a friend.
Okay,
to show
I'm
her.
gonna put a link to the resource, and it's not like an affiliate link or something, and it's kind of an off the wall source.
Yes.
We've never ordered from them, or we have.
No, I haven't. I've ordered from Coronado Stone though. They're a Texas-based company. They're amazing. They make a thin stone as well. But the stone that I was going to use is the thinnest stone I found.
Yes,
online.
We helped a great couple in Tennessee, and they are using it, and I think they got a sample. So I will ask how that went for them.
Okay.
And so that would, if you wanted that look, we'll answer a little bit more in the living room because there's a question that pertains to that. You kind of do a German schmear, but in the kitchen you were gonna do a less coverage.
Correct.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question. What are the countertops?
Taj Mahal. And again, I really did do a good job in getting the price down on these because I went to a high-end stone yard and asked for them to show me maybe some stone with flaws. And this stone had a lot of color variation that maybe other people wouldn't like, but it was fine for me. And I had my stone guy just cut it so that you don't really see the weird variation.
And I'm gonna pop up some other pictures of Taj Mahal because I will say people often are surprised this is Taj Mahal. Like it's a little warmer maybe, or it's, I don't know.
Well, because it was the
flaw.
It was off.
Yeah.
What
So
a normal Taj Mahal is.
when we went stone shopping the other day, the lady described it as slicing a loaf. She called them loaves, and she said they're just some of the loaves have flaws. And so anyways, it looks beautiful, but if you are countertop shopping, it might not be exactly, if you were shopping for Taj Mahal, this might not be exactly what your Taj Mahal looks like.
But the price was great.
Yes. And so that's a tip if you're looking to get the price down. Okay, so this is a suggestion, not necessarily a question, but during our paint idea video where we rounded up some really great paint colors, someone said you should paint your dog room dark and moody.
I kind of agree with that. I really do. I mean, so I'll tell you, I was going to share this and I'll share it now.
This is breaking news. I have
Breaking news. So the last 10% is hard to get done. There are things that I would like to do to this house. It's just 10%. I've got 90% of the way. And that last 10%, like anything, is just, it's hard to tell the last 10% of the truth. It's just hard to finish the last 10%.
What have you not been telling us?
No. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard. The last 10% is hard.
I don't know she's holding from us. Anyways,
I'm not holding anything back. I do not hold anything. You've got the last 10%, but my house is not finished.
Yeah. Well, it's probably will never be finished because it's always, you will have another idea by the time you finish the next thing. Okay. Well, people want to know what kind of dog Sadie is. And before Mom tells you, I will just say I would not recommend it unless you have open arms at all times. Because this breed is the most needy breed in America.
Which is exactly what I wanted. And because I'm a snuggler and a cuddler, and fun fact, my husband and my daughter, neither one of them are huggers.
No.
They're not very demonstrative people. And
no,
so
I love you, just don't touch me. You know? Leave me be. Give me space. So she's a Cavapoo. She loves love. She's so neat. She really is. She has to be touching a human at all times.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay, so let's go to the living room.
I just want to say that I do have a son and a daughter-in-law who hug me, so don't feel too bad. And I also want to give Sam props. Sam, come here. He is a great dog. He's
just too big to hold.
He's too big to snuggle.
Yeah.
But unless you're laying down with him.
Are you worried people are going to judge you?
Yeah, I'm a little worried people are going to worry about me.
That's what you're worried. Okay. Okay. So people want to know.
My husband's great.
I'm great too.
Shelby's great. They're just not huggers. They're not big huggers. Okay, move on. Okay. I'm ready to move on.
Okay. Are your floors real hardwood?
Yes.
Yes. So again, that ties back to the conversation in the primary bedroom. Would you recommend a different white in different rooms? I know you talk about different shades of paint.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can get away with it. We just talked about how we have gotten away with that.
So my answer is a little different, and we actually do have a whole video about our favorite white paint colors. I would say our whites are kind of warming up from when we filmed that video. We're going a little bit more just cozy, but I would choose your main spaces, make them all the same. Like I wouldn't do like, you know, alabaster in here, soji in there. Like,
no, make it cohesive throughout your main spaces.
Yeah. So I wouldn't do, but if you want to do a bedroom, make it feel unique or something like that.
Yes.
That would be.
I agree.
Okay. So I know this isn't a paint video, but we just got people are concerned about paint. So is alabaster going to pull yellow in my house?
I don't know.
It could.
It could. And you have, I mean, we just keep hammering this out every single video, but you have to put up samples and live with them for a few days.
Yeah. You don't have to commit in a day. I mean, you can just have them out, see what they reflect, like what's the undertone in the morning, what's the undertone in the evening, and then the next day, what is making your heart sing.
And put samples up in different areas.
Yeah.
So you know what that's going to read.
So one commenter said, I had alabaster, but felt slightly colorless and a little yellow. I changed to Benjamin Moore Edgecomb Gray. It felt too beige to me. Went to pure white, but it is just too boring and flat. I am going Eider white next, so hopefully there will be one. By the way, if you would just do what these ladies say and test the colors first, or you will end up like me. So,
oh girl, I really do admire though that you are committed to finding the perfect paint, because sometimes I've just lived with something I wasn't happy with because it's it's an undertaking, you know, to repaint.
But sometimes just something to keep in mind is you can, when, like my sister-in-law, I was helping her pick a paint color, and she was putting these warm whites against a cool gray. Like she was using like the, 2012 gray that everyone was doing. When you put those they're gonna look much more warm. So it is a battle. It's kind of tough to see. So even if you have to paint a panel and like put it in a spot where there's not like a complete contrast, just think, how am I gonna get there? But definitely don't just copy someone's paint color because it looks great on Instagram. Because number one, they're probably using they're probably like using Lightroom or a filter. I mean, there's so many different ways where
I just did that with a blue. Remember, I found it on Instagram. I loved it. I put it on a
Well,
client's home, and
we didn't paint the
we
whole
just
home.
tested it.
We
and,
did a
and we
test.
were like shocked
Yes.
because it was brilliant blue.
Okay. So this is not a living room in general paint or question, but I felt like it really represented your living room. But what do you think is the most timeless choices for 2024?
Timeless. Oh. Whoa, that's a hard question.
So the reason I chose to ask that question in your living room is because you're so much, like, your couches are 15 years old. This table made of wood, even the ceiling, the fireplace. Like, I truly believe these things are timeless, but also you can mix them. Like, you see Amber Interiors does like a fireplace like this, but it's in like a moody, edgy, more modern space. So I think when you're looking at timeless, and not just timeless for 2024, but like timeless for life, it's elements that come from nature. And I really thought you were just going to spit that out without me.
I'm sorry. Yes, elements from nature, but also, I mean, we've talked about it. Your foundational pieces need to be neutral if you're wanting timeless, because I've changed the pillows out on this couch 20 times throughout the years, maybe more, and it just changes the entire look. So it's way, way more cost effective to change out throw pillows than couches.
Yes. So one more. Michelle, I would love to know where you got your blue floral pillow on your couch. So yes, they still exist. Where did you got all these pillows from the same place?
No. They came from 2 different Etsy shops, and I can give you those names.
Okay.
I don't know them.
Okay. So I think
top of my head.
Instead of walking upstairs, one thing Mom wanted to do was share updates she plans on making.
Okay.
And we did something I don't normally do. I am not an in-process sharer. I'm trying to be better. So like some of our projects that we're doing right now, I've been sharing stories, Instagram, all of that to keep you guys involved. But I shared Mom's installation of these doors upstairs, and people were very nervous.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's pretty big and large and massive, and really looks kind of crazy.
So are they finished?
They're not finished.
Are they functional?
They are functional, and we had an air conditioner break upstairs, and so I was able to close the space off and keep everything cooled downstairs. So it really was a blessing.
Yeah.
However, we're adding trim.
We have like a metal
stain,
piece. Yeah.
Door handles. I mean, they're going to be really great.
But if they just pretend you just, no matter how much Mom juices them up, you hated them, the most amazing part about it is they slide all the way to the end of the hallway, and they fit to that wall. So literally they tuck completely away. And then the best part about it, I would say, is you can also close your like media room area, so that if someone's watching a movie, like that sound is kind of, because normally like when my kids are playing up there, it sounds like a war zone, and it's kind of nice to contain that. So it contains my kids, specifically my 2-year-old son that thinks the stairs are a ski slope. It also, it does the stairs and that room, and they will look beautiful. But if you're not your style and you wanted to buy Mom's house at some point, they slide all the way back. So,
and you can take them down.
They're not permanent.
They're not permanent.
It's still a case opening. So anyways, I think it was a good choice. Definitely more to come on that, but I wanted to share an update because it seemed the concern was high.
I don't blame you.
And
I was concerned.
And you do have some other updates in the upstairs. You want to do that little back bedroom, and then you took your little bed situation in the big room and you ordered a new bed.
Yes.
But it didn't show.
Didn't show.
And
so I canceled it, actually.
Mom's upset with Wayfair.
Can you say that?
Well, they're not sponsoring us.
Yeah.
If they were paying us, maybe.
Yeah. Send us a bed. No.
No. But really, that experience, we've ordered from Wayfair and had luck, like great experience many times.
Yeah.
That was probably the worst customer service experience.
It was.
I don't know if it was just that delivery company or what, but that was horrible. Are you for hire?
I am. I am for hire of all things design. Shelby along with me. She comes too. We're a team.
Okay, so the way that our design services work, we are doing local clients. So we are in the DFW, so Dallas-Fort Worth. We're okay with driving, just not.
Or if you have a beach bungalow that you would like to fly me to, I will do that.
Okay. But we also do consult calls. We're going to start doing those once a week. So we don't have time for many. So probably 3, 4, 5 maybe. And so I will put a link if you're interested. You can ask design questions. If you wanted to have paint swatches on the wall and have us answer which paint you should go with, what couch combination, anything like that, we are happy to help you put those pieces together and answer those questions that are maybe giving you a little bit of a headache.
Yeah, and we can also help you to determine whether you need to hire a design professional or whether, we think you're on the right track and you can keep going with where you're going.
Where you're going.
Where are you going?
We also, if you are just like, okay, I'm not ready to hire someone or do a consult call or something like that, we do have pre-designed rooms where those are accessible for free. They have shopping lists. You can even edit them as mood boards. So if you just want a launching point and kind of see how that works, that is a step. So I hope this Q&A tour was fun.
Are we finished?
You had more to say.
No, I thought we were going to talk about what I'm doing upstairs.
We did.
We did?
I said we were talking downstairs, upstairs, downstairs.
But we didn't talk about it.
What else do you have to say?
I'm making a Bunky room.
Oh, okay. Tell me.
And then I'm either going to shiplap.
Well, that's what I've said about the wallpaper.
Yeah, no,
or not the wallpaper, the Wayfair.
Yes, but you didn't say we're making it into a Bunky room.
Well, I just thought you'd keep going if you had something to contribute. You just said, and you said you didn't get the last 10% of the truth in the kitchen, so I thought that you were hiding it from them.
No, I'm doing a Bunky room upstairs. I'm getting more and more grandbabies, and that is also why I've taken the picture frames down off the wall, because I'm going to add about 20 more pictures. And so I have more grandbabies on the way, and I'm doing a Bunky room. And then in the other guest bedroom, I'm either doing shiplap or I'm doing wallpaper.
And Mom needs to be careful because when she says she's doing these things, there's no planned date, there's no planned budget. She at some point will do them. That's normally how, she talked about her bathroom plans for 3 years, but it's not because she's a procrastinator. It's because she knows how expensive her taste is. So she plans and plans and plans.
Yes.
So when realistically do you think you do either of those things?
October. I'm doing it in October.
She does it.
Of 24.
27. It is 24.
I know, I'm doing it in October.
Okay. Anyways, we shall see. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. I have all the links below. If you want to look at photos, shopping links, any other things, we will have a blog post that answer all of those questions. I will also have all of those paints listed there so you can find that in one place, so you can even screenshot it and take it to the paint store if you're running for samples.
Yeah, like, subscribe, share these things with your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Guys.